New cars. Classic cars. Crashed cars. Supercars. It's time for an all-new fifth gear. Chops away.
There goes the rear.
Hello and welcome to Fifth Gear, where it's time for me to become a teacher as we open our very own School of Drifting. Also on the show, Vicky drives Aston Martin's most powerful Vantage and Porsche's most powerful 911 to find out which is quickest. The team test BMW's first ever front-wheel drive car. I go off-road in Fiat's little Panda Cross and find out if it can keep up with the king of 4x4s. Ooh, bit high, Tim, bit high. And we look at 3 UK-built resto mods. Classic cars you can use all the year round.
Just makes you want to put your foot down.
But before all that, welcome to the Tiffany Dale School of Drift and Performance Driving, where myself and Head of Rallying, Mr. Mark Higgins, will be putting 2 new pupils through their paces. Our class is made up of 2 promising students. Our first girl likes life in the fast lane, Olympic skeleton bob champion Amy Williams.
I will try and be the best pupil.
Her classmate is a sports multitasker, modern pentathlete world champion Samantha Murray.
Feeling ready, feeling really good.
2 girls who can clearly push themselves to the limit. But which will be the best behind the wheel of a car? Time to issue their challenge for the day. Now then, girls, you are, of course, superstars in your own sports, but today you're going back to school because we're going to try and teach you the dark art of drifting a car.
Oh.
Drifting involves forcing the back of the car out of line with the front and maintaining that position around a bend by spinning up the rear wheels.
Make no mistake with this is very difficult. You've got high speed, car getting sideways, and to add to the pressure, we're going to put a little competition at the end just to see who's paying the most attention.
Good.
Don't worry, Mr. Higgins and I have spent our entire lives driving cars sideways, so you're in very safe hands.
I'm a bit worried because I've driven an automatic for forever.
Oh, here goes.
When did you last drive a manual?
2010? Not that long ago.
Quite important in
5
this
years
discipline.
or so, yeah.
Oh, I'm hoping that might be one advantage pointing towards me.
But we'll start with a little demonstration from your teachers. In the passenger seats, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like most driving schools, we'll be using a couple of Nissans today, but not Micras. Instead, we've got a pair of 370Z Nismos. Each has 344 horsepower and is rear-wheel drive, which makes them perfect for our wannabe track stars to learn in. And to give them the best chance of getting sideways, we've wet down the track. Now then, Sam, so drifting.
It'll be good to work with Tiff and learn from an expert how it's done properly.
I don't know if Sam's drawn the short straw with Tiff.
I'm going to slam the throttle out. Slam the throttle!
I think it'll be okay.
And that spins up the wheels and then we drift sideways.
Mr. Rallyman, he's going to be used to drifting and sliding around those corners. Hey, that was a good one.
Ow, okay. Okay.
So you've seen how the slide starts. If you're not quick enough with the opposite lock,
Turn.
oh, you see? That happens.
Right, okay.
If we do the opposite to what we did before,
If we come off the throttle too much, it goes the other way. So now we're coming down, stamp the throttle, catch the slide, but now lift off.
lift off.
Whoa!
Woo!
It goes the other way.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Right, so we're back to doing it properly. Bit of turning on here.
Punch the throttle.
Starts to come round.
Now more throttle to hold it.
Perfect.
And away it goes.
Yeah, you were one-handed.
Are you ready for
then.
this then?
Yeah, I'm ready.
It was time to put our pupils in the driving seats.
You've got to be aggressive to start it off.
Yeah.
And then you've got to be less aggressive to control it.
As we go through.
Yeah.
And now punch that throttle. Go and punch the throttle. Full throttle. Go full throttle. More lock. No, and less.
Which way? Sorry, which way?
Go. Loads of back. More.
Oh, nothing happened.
It's all right.
We didn't have our traction control switched off. What was your excuse?
We were watching you and we thought we'd do the same as what you did.
Now punch the throttle. Punch the throttle. No, you want to go. And left. Go right. No, left off, and lift off. What is going on?
Power now, big power. Brakes. Oh, we spun, didn't we? There we go.
Bang! Whoa! That did it. Apologise to the greenkeeper.
Oh dear.
Sorry, film crew. I'm trying hard.
And now opposite lock on, clutch.
Correct it.
Back off, oh, now back off.
Woo! That's enough. Lift off.
Floor it.
Turn.
No, take lock off.
Correct it.
How frustrating, hey? My foot kind of freezes on the accelerator and I don't pick it off.
Yeah.
And
And
as
he's
soon as
screaming
it
at
starts
me.
going, get off!
That's what we're saying. It's trying to get the balance with your hands and...
Yeah.
And every time I do it, it's always slightly different.
But it's funny because you're coming on the grass this way and I'm flinging off the other way.
Other way.
So we're doing different techniques, neither of which are
working.
Time went by and we began to think that neither of our pupils was going to make the grade.
I had spinning out to the right, spinning out to the left.
It just got really frustrated.
But then a minor miracle happened. Thump the throttle. Thump it.
And now
And a
I'm-
catch. Nearly.
She's almost got it, hasn't she?
That was better.
We didn't spin.
Yeah.
We didn't fully spin.
We claim
that as a victory.
No, we both agree that was,
was
looking
pretty
pretty good.
good.
And she used all the opposite lock as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Could Amy follow suit?
Let's go. Don't think about it, just do it. Second gear. Go. Control it. Well done. Good. Right.
Semi.
Buoyed by the success of her last run, Samantha headed for the corner with fresh confidence. Now, punch it.
Battle it.
And then we're on. Catch. Yep. Oh, no, off. Yeah, no. I thought that might happen. Well, we caught one.
She looked really quite close to him.
Did you touch then?
No.
I think we'll come for inspection.
Oh yes, mate. There's lots of markage. Lots.
We held the slide, though. It was good.
I don't think T-cut's going to work, Tiff.
No, you've actually dented it.
I got too confident then.
The damage to our Nissan was just cosmetic, but the girls were clearly determined to win, and next time we might not be so lucky. So a new challenge was called for. Later on, we'll reveal what happened when we swapped sideways action for speed. It's the closest battle we've ever had between two celebrity guests. Go for the line, go for the line, go. Still to come, the team test BMW's 2 Series Active Tourer, and Vicky puts 2 very quick cabriolets up against the clock. Welcome back. Next, we're off to our high-tech track at Rockingham for a 5th gear team test. Today, the team tested the BMW 2 Series Active tourer. BMW claim their new compact MPV combines flexibility and functionality with all the dynamics you'd expect from one of their cars. It comes with a wide range of petrol or diesel engines at prices starting from just over £22,000. The car we're testing is the 218 Diesel Auto.
Crikey.
Words fail me.
Now, this is very un-BMW, correct? It's BMW's first front-wheel drive car, and it's BMW's first MPV minivan thing.
Front-wheel drive?
Yes.
This is not BMW territory.
Don't go too far, Victoria.
But
You
they're
haven't
just
driven it yet. You
They're
haven't sat
chasing
inside
money.
it.
I never ever thought I would see the day when BMW would make a front-wheel drive car. BMW should be slightly more elite. They shouldn't be mass-produced,
Purer.
mass market. It's Citroën Picasso, Vauxhall Zafira, Ford C-Max, Megane. It's everything and nothing.
I think the point that Vicky and Johnny seem to be missing out on is that it's not that expensive. It's only about 2 or 3 grand more than the equivalent Ford C-Max, and that same sort of money as the equivalent Mercedes. So it's still good value.
Really?
Understand all this, but there's a lot of space.
Oh, you
under
love a
there.
bit of split boot.
It's funny split boot. It's got a doobry. I always like a doobry. That's good. Once we got inside the BMW, I was much happier. Good seating position, nice steering wheel, all the BMW luxuries right in front of me. Now you know you're in a BMW. Quality interior, family, touches
Granted.
everywhere. So it's quality car.
And I've got good door pockets.
Storage
Stuff
always
like that.
important.
My armrests, look at this, twin cup holders. I found something I like.
No
What?
way.
Oh yeah, the Isofix.
Oh, mumsy.
Yep, instead of breaking your nails and having a
most
row about
important
where you
thing.
can stick the child seat,
Yes.
open a flap and the bar is presented for you to attach
Victoria.
the seat on. Exactly.
He's got
You see, it's
young
important
kids
that the interior of this
Just
car
wait till they're old and
works.
have to have university fees. Then they'll have something to moan about.
This is retirement spec.
Are you
Display's
saying,
fantastic.
what, this is an OAP vehicle?
I think this is...
Well then TIFF is best place to
I
test
think
it.
this is-
Oh.
In fact, when you open the door, instead of BMW luxury,
Shut that
it
door,
should
there's
just
drafts
say
coming through.
BMW retirement. Is it the ultimate
Front
driving
wheel
machine?
drive. We'll have to find out.
Do let's. So, Tiff drove it to see if he could make it slide in any way or have some enjoyment behind the wheel.
The test is, does it still handle with the feel of a
Doesn't
BMW?
it feel weird for you? You've got BMW badge on a steering wheel, and this is distinctly front-wheel drive.
know, it
and
feels so
quite.
weird.
I don't know it's front wheel drive until I get to a corner.
At speed, huge amount of body roll though. I mean, Vicky thought we were in a ship in a storm.
On the track, it was a mix of two halves. Even BMW can't do magic, and the slower corners, especially, was a bit damp, a lot of understeer. A lot of squealing front wheels. Oh, that thing.